Hi there. Welcome back to this channel. If you're a return viewer or new, what's the name of this channel? The name of this channel is Jeff Scurlock, My Optavia Journey. And I'm just looking at the channel, and I'm looking that my last video was 5 months ago, and it really didn't have a whole lot to do with anything except my Krispy Kreme coffee mug. Quite honestly, this is a video that I didn't want to make. But as I look at YouTube and I look at the people who created Optavia channels, I see some of them that just disappeared from the face of the planet, and I've kind of been that guy. And I don't want to be that guy. And I'm looking all distracted because I'm looking in my screen and I'm trying to make sure I've got the very best. See that white spot on that wall up there? Okay, that's where I had something stuck up there with a command strip, one of those things, you know. And right here in South Alabama, some time ago, we had an earthquake. And stuff shook off of my wall and took paint with it. Anyway, I didn't want to be that guy. And so this is quite literally a video that I didn't want to make. And I tried making this video before, and I was looking at my channel. I was looking at this channel sometime, you know, some things that I did 1 year ago. 1 year ago, I did COVID, weight gain, reboot, renew, dream again. I didn't do it. That whole video. Now here's the thing. Now I used to weigh 400 pounds. When I started Optavia, I was at about 330. Honest to goodness, I don't know how much I'll weigh today. I'm scared to weigh. I really am. I'm scared to weigh. But I think something's clicked because, okay, so let me give you the story just a little bit. I went on this journey and I had great success. I lost like 80 pounds. I mean, and I became a coach and It was great. And I maintained that. Now that will be 5 years ago. This coming April will be 5 years ago that I started this journey, and I did really well, and not only did I do well for 3.5 years, I maintained. I mean, my weight fluctuated just a little bit. Everybody's does. My weight fluctuated a little bit, but I pretty much maintained my new lifestyle. Over the course of the last 18 months, I've just lost a grip. I've lost a grip. Now listen, I didn't go hog wild. I hadn't completely backslidden. I did a little side by side today for my Facebook stories. Let me see if I can find that because I wasn't planning on doing it. There it is. I haven't completely backslidden. This is a picture of where I was when I started on, is that your, I don't know, but you can tell which is which. This is a picture of where I started, and the other picture is today. So I haven't completely backslidden, but I have gained some weight. Now, I don't know how much weight I've gained because I'm afraid to weigh. But there's no doubt over the course, especially in 2021, I gained a little bit of weight in 20, but especially in 2021, I didn't go hog wild. I mean, I wasn't eating mashed potatoes and gravy and cornbread and Krispy Kreme donuts and stuff like that. But I just didn't really pay attention to what I was doing like I should have. And it wasn't so much that I was eating bad stuff. It's just that I was eating too often, or my portion sizes were getting a little too large, and I went from eating an 8-ounce sirloin to eating a 16-ounce ribeye, and I think one time I ate a 24-ounce. Ashamed to tell you that, a 24-ounce ribeye. Now, back in my really fat days, it was nothing for me to eat a 32-ounce porterhouse. But anyway, you know how it happens. If you've got a weight problem, chances are you're never going to completely conquer that to the point where you don't have to pay attention anymore. Chances are, I mean, if you've lost weight with Optavia, you're going to have to keep an eye on your weight all the time. You're going to have reboot times. If you've had weight loss surgery, it doesn't matter. I've seen people have gastric bypass and go from this to this, and then 3-4 years later they're back to this. So anyway, so this past fall, you know, I kept making excuses, and one thing that I've always preached is no excuses. But finally, I just decided back in the fall, back in October, we had a motorcycle trip to the mountains. We had Thanksgiving coming, we had Christmas coming. I had already gained all this weight, and I just decided. I said, "Well, what the heck? I'm going to throw caution to the wind." And I didn't really, but I'm not going to really try to reboot the program until Christmas is over. It had nothing to do with New Year's. Now, everybody goes on a diet on January the 1st, right? Well, for me, it had nothing to do with the New Year. It just had to do with the fact that I had motorcycle trip, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all the festivities that go with that behind me, so that I had at least, our next major food holiday where we like to really cook a big meal and have the family over and all of that stuff is Easter. And so I've got 4 months or whatever, and so I made up my mind. That on January the 2nd, I didn't even say the 1st, on January the 2nd, that I was going to get back on this plan. And so today is January the 7th, and it's day 6. And so I just felt like, there's over 2,000 subscribers to this channel. I felt like for those of you that are looking for my next video, I owed it to you. I owed it to you to come back on here and bare my soul and be honest with you and tell you, hey guys, Jeff, okay, I'm having to work on it. Okay, so I told you that I got stuff flying around in my mouth and I don't know what it is. I told you that I haven't weighed. Honest to goodness, God is my witness, I'm scared to weigh. I do not want to stand on the scale. But I have a plethora. That's a word. I have a plethora of things in my closet. Shirts, mainly shirts that a year ago I was wearing. And now when I go in there and I look at them, I go, I have shirts. Some of my T-shirts. I wear a lot of Harley Davidson T-shirts when I'm being casual. Excuse me, my phone is dinging, and my daughter just had one of those DNA test stuff, and she's sending us. Hang on a minute. Let me turn my dinger off. Let me turn the dinger off on my phone so that I can talk to you without being interrupted. Okay, so I have all of these clothes in my closet. I wear a lot of T-shirts, especially on casual days. I ride a motorcycle, Harley Davidson T-shirts, these kinds of things, and most of those T-shirts are extra larges, and most of those T-shirts have shrunk. Now, I will tell you this, that cotton shirts shrink. Now, I've got a Harley Davidson button-up shirt that I really want to wear, and I can button it, but it's too tight. Now, I know that shirt has shrunk some, but I also know that I have expanded some. So I'm not using the scale right now. I'm looking for non-scale victories. I'm looking to be able to wear that Harley Davidson button-up shirt. I got a lot of extra large shirts. And right now I'm back to a 2X. Honest to goodness, I'm back to a 2X. Now, I was like a really tight 3X when I started this thing, and 4X in some shirts. But I just really, have made up my mind that this year is going to be the year of getting that weight back down. And I'm living out loud. I'm putting myself out there on my Facebook channel, especially my stories. I'm posting stuff every day, and I got people watching me. And failure is not an option. Failure is not an option. And so here I am, and it's 2:56 in the afternoon of January the 7th, Friday, January the 7th. I'm here in my office, and in 4 minutes, my alarm's going to go off and tell me that it's time for this, not my favorite one, Frosted Cinnamon Spice Crisp bar. It's not my favorite bar, but I grabbed it, and at 3 o'clock, I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat this fueling. I've already had my lean and green for the day. Excuse me. Felicia and I went to, somebody gave us a gift certificate to a barbecue joint in our town that has a buffet. We needed to use that gift certificate, and so we went, and I did really well. I had some salad with just a drizzle of watered down ranch dressing. And then I had a smoked chicken leg quarter. Okay, a little fatty, but I did okay. And that's what I had for my lean and green today. But this is day 6, and I'm living out loud, and I've come to tell you that I believe with all of my heart. I tell you this as I sit here with weight gain. I believe with all of my heart that this plan works. And I'm still in it. I'm still coaching. I still got people contacting me wanting me to coach them. And so I'm telling you right now, if I'm your coach, this is where I've been. This is where I've been for the last few months. But I believe with all of my heart that this plan works. I believe with all of my heart that this plan works. And I'm doing it. I'm on day 6. I'm getting my water in every day. My water goal is 120 ounces a day. And for all of these, the 5 days prior to today, I have exceeded that goal, and I will as well today. And I'm going to do this. I stopped for a minute because I had to just really think about what I was going to say, because I'm going to do this, and I want to encourage you, do this. Do this. This is the healthiest, I believe. This is Jeff Scurlock, non-medical professional opinion. Of all the things I've done through the years, this is the most healthy, easy, health, weight loss, getting your health back program I've ever experienced. And I want to encourage you, whether I'm your coach or not. I want to encourage you. So anyway, I think I just rambled a lot, and forgive me for that. I just rambled a lot, and I'm going to title this message. I'm a pastor. I'm going to title this video something that will get your attention and get you to watch it. And I'm not really sure what that is yet, but I'll be back. I'll let you know when I can wear that Harley Davidson button-up shirt that I can. Okay, did I tell you I can button it? I can button it. All right, let me just show you. I can button. There's that alarm. It's time to eat. I can button that shirt, but it's tight. Standing up. Now, somebody that has a little bit of girth in them, when they sit down, they expand. And I've got some girth now. Okay? So, I can button it, but it's tight. I want to be able to put it on and it hang loose and be able to sit down in it without the buttons popping off of it. So that's my first goal. It has nothing to do with the scale, just has to do with that shirt. Okay? So anyway, I'll be back.